Breaking the wall to equity in science through innovation. Oris Chimphambano, Malawi-Liverpool Wellcome Research Programme, Malawi.
How old were you when you first saw a scientist? And where were you able to see this scientist? Imagine being a student with the drive and the passion to pursue science and innovation, but the odds seem to be so stacked up against you. Well, this is the current situation facing many students in schools within Malawi. This challenge does not only pose a threat to local innovations that could benefit local Malawians, but also poses a threat to innovations that could benefit international lives. Today, I'll tell you a story of Dzenje Community Day Secondary School, which is one of the schools that we work with within Science for All. Okay.
The green one.
Green. Okay. So Dzenje Community Day Secondary School is located in the southern part of Malawi, and it is about 150 kilometers from the main commercial business district. Like many other schools in Malawi, Dzenje struggles with the poor road infrastructure, lack of electricity, as well as lack of professionally trained personnel in science. So, with this adversity in the face of students of Dzenje, Science for All created so many innovation clubs totaling up to 25 across Malawi. And these innovation clubs are spaces where students get to innovate, think, and solve real-life problems. So these spaces are not just clubs where students learn, they're also hubs for hope as well as incubators for possibility in science. So, this pictorial evidence projects the case of Dzenje, which was faced with a climate change effect/disaster within their location. What did the students do? The students of Dzenje Science for Innovation Club went on to invent a sustainable energy system, which they're currently using to print their examinations because they don't have electricity, the roads are damaged, they cannot get to the other side of the city to get this started. Within our project at Science for All, we've also learned certain things which are not limited to the three that you're currently seeing. The first one is equity over equality. People find themselves in different contexts, different scenarios, so the treatment we're going to give student A is not going to be the same treatment we're giving student B. We have to use a more custom approach to make sure that everyone benefits effectively and efficiently. Point number two is that there's so much unexpected talent from underprivileged students. This gives you an insight into the case of Dzenje, which by far performs better than most of the schools we work with in certain urban areas of Malawi. Third, early mentorship and consistency are very important. I'll give an example of our very impactful internship program which we offer within the Science for All initiative. So this is a space where students, before they go to university, get trained by various scientists within the Science for All initiative and get mentored to perform very well at universities. What you're looking at is just a few of our success stories as Science for All. So there's a range of people who served as our interns and got trained by the different specialties within the group. What you're looking at the far right, that's Jimmy Banda, who was making a presentation on infection biology to the President of Malawi, and this was broadcasted on the national television of Malawi. Thank you.
Questions? Yes.
Just as a reminder, how many students have come through, or how many people do you work with?
Well, Science for All as an initiative primarily operates on passion. So it's a team led by over 60 volunteers. And so far, since we started operating, we've been able to engage over 25,000 students across Malawi. Yeah.
Do another, yeah, wait, yeah. Let's go here and then to you.
But can you highlight some of the impact stories from the students that you have worked with, maybe that have benefited quite a lot from the program that you are implementing? Thank you.
So there's quite a range of stories, but I think I'll just highlight two. So we have two students who were never interested in science. They were never going to be scientists at first until Science for All was able to engage them and encourage them to be scientists. So we have the story of Maxon Chiteko, who is now actually Dr. Maxon Chiteko. We engaged him when he was in Form 4. Initially, he just wanted to be a businessman. He just wanted to drop out and sell donuts on the streets, right? So we also have a story of Ruth Coffey. Ruth Coffey was not very inspired as a student, but with the help of Science for All, Ruth Coffey ended up pursuing immunology. She also ended up being selected to go to the US as a global exchange student. So these are the stories that we are proud of as Science for All as an initiative.
So we have two more questions.
Yeah, hi, just a quick one. So via 60 volunteers who engaged 25,000 students, what does that engage mean?
16?
Yeah, what does engage students mean?
So, in our engagement with students, we organize a range of activities coming from innovation competitions. We also organize national science quizzes. We also organize career guidance days tailored towards science. So in this engagement, we're also looking at bringing students over at the Malawi Live Welcome program, where they get to have lab tours and scientists within those particular labs get to explain the science to them. This is what I do. This is my daily life as a scientist. You can be one too.
And one last.
For what was the duration for which you've engaged the 25,000 students?
So as an initiative, we started operating in 2016. So since that time, we can count up to that number because we've traveled across schools in Malawi.
Right, so that would mean that you have a lot of alumni. And so how do you re-engage them?
We have a virtual forum for Science for alumni, so we get in touch.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.